What's good, everybody? We'd like to welcome you to Teachable Tuesdays, here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Thank you for joining me today. Greatly appreciate it. I would like to welcome you to the first episode of the Tekken Tag Tournament Bowl Season 2. It's been a while since I've done these. I'm really excited. I feel like I'm a little bit rusty. I gotta, shake the rust off just a little bit with the announcer voice and all that. So this tournament is going to be bigger than ever. If you don't remember what I did for season 1, don't worry, I'll leave a link below to the season 1 video, or you can also check out the playlist. Actually, I'll leave a link below to the playlist, so that way you can check out all the videos from there. But the last time I did it, it was a family edition. This time it is going to be everybody included. Well, almost everybody, because if you look at the roster, there are a total of 32 characters if you don't include the alternatives. For example, like sometimes you select a character, you got Devil and Angel, you have Alex and Roger, the dinosaur and the kangaroo. You have Eddie, Goro, and Tigger or Tiger, and whatnot, and so on and so forth. So unfortunately, I had to eliminate the extra characters. So if you see me select a character and you're like, wait, why didn't you select the other one? It's mainly because I had to do one or the other, so that way we can have a bracket of 32, because we're going to have a total of, I think, 5 rounds. Let me see, 32, 16, 8, 4, 2. Yeah, it's going to be a total of 5 rounds. So this is going to be the first round where we include all 32 characters and whatnot. So today's match, I believe, is Kunimitsu and Kazuya versus Bruce and Kuma. So that's going to be our very first match. Should be a lot of fun. So no rules in particular, just, regular bowling and whatnot. The only rule that I have is basically the tag team that has the highest score advances to the next round. This is going to be premiering every single Saturday for the next couple of months. So, seeing as we have to cover all 32 slots, and we're pretty much only covering 4 slots a week, it's going to take a little bit of time. But the good news is that means we're going to be rocking out with season 2 for a little bit and all that good stuff. Very excited to do this once again. It's going to be a lot of fun. I ironed out some of the kinks from last time, so I think this time is going to be even better. So hope you guys enjoy it. Without further ado, let's go ahead and slide to the room and get started. Here we go. So you see the tournament bracket. You see all the characters. Well, not really a tournament bracket, but you do see all the characters. So I said it before, Kunimitsu and Kazuya are going to go against Bruce and, wait, I messed up. Yes, by the way, we're definitely keeping that. I forgot that. There we go. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Sorry, the screen's a little bit fuzzy. Well, you guys can't see it's a little fuzzy, but I can just a little bit. But it's all good. We're still going to continue on. And let me make sure I get the right controller. So the only downside about tournaments is it sucks kind of going first, because it's like, yeah, you get it out the way, but if you lose, it's like you pretty much got to sit on the sidelines for the whole entire tournament. How many of you guys ever been there? I know I most certainly have, for competitions and whatnot. And Kunimitsu gets it good. She almost gets a strike. That's not a bad way to start. Can Kazuya pick up the spare? Let's find out. All right, not a bad way to start off. Starting off with a spare. All right, what is Bruce going to do? Full power. Uh-oh. Let's see. And he didn't quite aim it in the right direction. I'm pretty sure that probably could have been a strike. A strike. I'm thinking about soda right now. Let's see what Kuma can do. Kuma. Ooh. Not a good way. That's not a good start, especially when your opponent has gotten a spare and they have a chance to capitalize on that. And you're lucky that wasn't a strike, because you probably could have ran away with that. But Kazuya has the chance to continue to capitalize and get another spare. And he doesn't quite do it. Ooh. Both teams starting off a little bit rough, but I think Kazuya and Kunimitsu are a little bit more on the better side. Now that's a lot better. Can Kuma pick up the spare this time and maybe kind of even things out just a little bit? All right, so both teams are still in. That's what I like to see. Let's see what Kunimitsu does. And she gets the slow strike. Let's see the replay. All right, okay. Shout out to 1996, by the way. That was the most power. What were you doing in 1996? Were you even alive in 1996? Comment below and let me know. Maybe I'm starting to tell my age. Yeah, just a little bit. 90s baby and 90s kid here. Let's see if Bruce can make up for that. Will he get a strike to kind of balance things out? Not quite, but you know what? You got 9, so that's good. And I'm pretty sure Kuma could pick up the slack on that one. All right, awesome. At this point, it's still anybody's game. It's still close. Anybody can come out on top. Start off a little rough for some, but you know, it's not always about how you start. It's about if you can pick up the slack eventually later on. Kazuya go ahead and rolls his roll and gets a nice little spare. So awesome. Let's see what Bruce can do. And Bruce picks it up with a strike. Oh man, this is gonna be, you know, this is a good way to start off the tournament. You know, we got some good things going on right now. Uh-oh, is that gonna be another strike? All right, okay. I like what I'm seeing. I love what I'm seeing. Bruce, let's see what he can do. And that's 2 strikes in a row. Okay. Listen, if this is an indication of anything that's going to be happening during the tournament, I am very excited. And another strike? Let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Both of these teams are not playing no games. They said, we're coming out the gate swinging. That's what I love to see. Uh-oh. Not quite good to get a split on that, but maybe Kuma can, you know, get a lucky spare split, and no, not happening. That's the only downside about splits, ladies and gentlemen. You gotta take what you can get. In that case, you know, one is better than nothing at all. Kunimitsu goes for another one, and we get another split. What is the likelihood that both people got 7-10 split? Kazuya, can he hit 2? Maybe he might be lucky to hit all 3. All right, 2 for 2. Okay, not bad, not bad. And follows up with a strike after that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, this is really going to be anybody's game. I don't know who's going to win this. Like, it's really going to come down to the wire. All right, not bad, not bad. Will he get a split? About to say a split. A spare to follow up. Okay, what's Bruce going to do to follow up with that one? Will he get another strike? And that is another strike indeed, y'all. I predict that whoever's going to win is going to win by 8 points. That's my prediction. That is my prediction. I'm calling it now. I'm calling it now. All right, Kazuya with his roll. Ooh, that's not what you need, especially when the other team has gotten 2 strikes in a row. And if this is 3, this might be game right here. This might be GG. Okay, not quite. Not quite GG yet. All right, Kuma, you got to hit at least 1. Don't. Right down the middle. Not good. Oh, look at the score. It's 151 to 150. Oh, my goodness, guys. This was a great way to start off the first match of the Tekken Tag Tournament Bowl Season 2. I don't know who's going to get it. Again, it's really going to come down to the wire. I love matches like this, by the way. Oh, no, not an 8-10 split. Okay, Kazuya. All right. Hit 1, Kazuya. Come on. Just hit 1. Okay. All right. Now, if Bruce gets a strike, that's GG. That is GG. Let's see. Okay, he doesn't get a strike, but let me tell you something. If Kuma hits a spare, that's game. I believe that it's definitely game. Oh, no, and he doesn't get it. Oh, man, and because of that mistake, Kazuya and Kunimitsu narrowly escape the first round. Oh, my gosh. Like, let's give it a hand clap. Like, guys, y'all got to understand, this game was super close. I love super close games like this. I love it when you really don't know who's going to win. It makes it very exciting. And if this is a sign of things to come, man, I'm completely stoked about this. So, it looks like Kazuya and Kunimitsu are off to the second round of the tournament. Meanwhile, Bruce and Kuma, that's so heartbreaking because all he had to do was make the spare. If he would have made the spare, as long as he didn't like foul or do a gutter ball, they would have been guaranteed to win. But you know what? Sometimes there's a lot of pressure, and that's the way the cookie crumbles. So anyways, guys, thank you for joining me today. Really, really appreciate it. Really, really enjoyed this match. It was a lot of fun. I cannot wait until we move on to next week's match. I forgot what next week's match was already. Oh my gosh. But anyways, you guys will see it next Saturday, same time, 12 o'clock. Marcus Frazier, the Teachable Tuesdays, here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Love you guys. Hope you have an amazing day. Stay safe. Peace.